Arg, how are ye this morning time, pirates? I was sitting here eating my yogurt going, how much time do I have left? Oh, it's 8:01. None. See, this just happens sometimes. But I started off Monday proper. I woke up, I walked the dog, I showered, and I'm almost done with breakfast. So, was updating Goodreads. So if I could just keep this up all week, we'll be rocking it. I stopped my journaling at midnight. I was like, nope, bedtime, even though I have one page left. That's strength. How was your weekend, Alicia?
Well, we didn't build any bookcases. Husband has hurt his back. He doesn't know how he did it. He thinks he might have twisted something when he was doing the dryer stuff because it hurt after that. So he's not 100% sure. I'm in the middle of cleaning up because Lorelai literally sat up and threw up.
Oh, poor baby.
So I don't know if she ate something and it just wreaked havoc on her system, or my husband seems to think that because she's been going to the bathroom a lot that it might be that virus thing that's going around, which I hope not. But she seems to do this like they call it cyclic vomiting or something. And so it's been a while since she's last done that, but she just did it. So now I've got to give her all of the things. And I do have a referral to take her to a gastroenterologist, if I said
That
that
sounds
right.
correct. Yep.
So maybe we can figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I was going to say that poor baby definitely has a sensitive stomach.
Yes. That and like, I don't know what it is with my kids, but like when they go to the bathroom, they clog the toilet every time. So I don't know. I don't know. But that seems, I don't know if that's a contributing factor. Pediatrician thinks that it could be because it could be like pressing on her bladder, and that's why they think that's why she's having these nighttime issues. But I think it's because it started about the same time as the library. So I think that's it. I think she's stressed out in a way.
It's anxiety. Yeah. I mean, she's definitely
So,
an anxious child, no doubt, which leads to a sensitive stomach. So,
yep. It's just like her mommy. Yay.
genetics, it's a real thing.
She is living proof.
Awesome.
We're having a interesting morning.
Nice. Well, I took pictures. I got the first three things done. So I'm gonna 3 pages. So I'm gonna put those up. On a lighter note,
I did also make progress on my reading journal because I've been going back through like January through June reading journal. And if I can find the freaking page real quick, I should have marked it. I started filling in reviews.
Aw, yay!
So that's what they look like, and
nice.
It took me a little bit. I was like, "Why? This needs something," because it's just you can't tell what's what. So I used highlighter to separate out like title, author, format, pages. I don't know if I'm gonna keep up with the genre line, but
well, you know me, I love the genre line.
Yeah,
but that's because I read so widely, right? So it depends on what is important to you to keep track of.
Yeah, that's true. I'm still kind of figuring these pages out. So,
yep.
But you can tell that like there's the second page, but then like when you get to pages where I haven't read something yet,
oops,
I have to not fill it in. So
just put the date, haven't read it yet. Next date, still haven't read it. Next date, still have not read it.
Yep. But I was kind of like, my thought process for that was like, if I haven't read it, then I'm not gonna like fill it in, obviously. But also, even if I put it on a future TBR, it was initially in the journal as a January, so it just stays under January, and whenever I read it, I fill it in. That
I
was
want
the
mine to
thought
be more of a
process.
record of my reading, so I want it at the time I read it, which is why
Right.
I'm only putting 1 month together at a time because I don't know how many books I'm going to read. I mean, I've already read like 12 this month. It's because for just like Cure Kid for last month, I read way too many books, and this month for finishing up Gay Shit, I read too many books. So I really need to slow down because it's starting to really get to me. I love reading a lot, but there's a point where it's just ridiculous. I have other things to do.
I know my limit is usually about 10 to 12.
Mhm.
So I only put enough for like 12 in each month. But if I don't get to that, then I just go, well, what do I do with this page? So then I've got to think about something to do with it.
Right, which is why I just want to do 1 month at a time. So I'll be, and I'm putting 4 books on a page because remember, like I said, I'm not writing this big old fancy review. So
I can
when I
see
go
that.
back and look at these, because that's the point, right? I have a record now. It's something physical instead of just everything electronic. So
Yep.
I have an actual physical record. I just want to go back and see what it made me feel like, right? So that's all I'm putting in there. So that's the kind of thing that I want in there. And if I need more detail for some reason, then I can look it up on Goodreads.
That's kind of what I did with this notebook. Is I took this notebook, and there's no reviews or anything in there, but it says like this one is 2013, and then I listed out all the books I read.
Nice.
This probably needs to be updated, but because I started this notebook in 2012. Wow, so this should have like 10 years of reading if I kept up on it.
14.
14?
You said 2012, right?
2012, and then 2022 would be 10, so
It's 2026. So it should be 14.
yeah, you're right. I cannot math this morning.
It's all good. Too much going on. Too busy cleaning and worrying about children.
Let's see. I think I have all of it. Let's see. There's 2023, 2024. I read 100 books in 2024. Wow. It looks like I stopped in the middle of 2025, so I might update that.
That also tells you when things start to get crazy. I bet if you go back to see when you read that last book in 2025 you wrote down.
The last book I read in 2025 was Fried Green Tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe.
I just read that this year. It was so cute.
It was.
right.
So now I'll have to go back and look at that. I have to find the challenges again.
Yeah, because that gives you some info right there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Molly. Why Molly was first. And good morning. Molly says, Monday, Monday, Monday. It's our fun day. It is my fun day. I do love Monday. Look how I was like on it. So proud of myself, but I'm already ready for a nap. It was really. I need to actually go to bed at midnight, not just stop what I'm doing at midnight. But I got closer. I'm just going to take this as a victory, and I'm going to try again tonight.
I think I fell asleep at 10:45, but then I woke up at midnight to go pee.
And Pearl has joined us. Hello. Why, good morning, Pearl. How are you today? Christina's joined us. Ooh, good morning, Kellen, Alicia. Good morning, Christina.
Christina is coming in early this
I
morning.
know. It's crazy.
Wow.
So happy to see you. We'd love to see you every morning. Christina says, morning, Molly. And Pearl says, I'm having a slow morning. Got a new knitting project going. A little doll for a birthday coming up in August. Aw, that doesn't sound slow. That sounds rewarding. It's always nice making a new project. Or starting a new project. And Pearl says, hi there, Christina and Molly. And Jen has joined us. Why, hello, Jen. I've been thinking about you. I hope you are doing okay today. Good morning. I just watched your Read the Beats, and it was fantastic. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you liked it. I just can't figure out how to do the music, man. And I don't want to like get a subscription for like a music service because they're like $10 a month, which isn't ridiculous, except I don't use it enough to be worth $10 a month. Do you see what I mean? So I can't figure out how to.
Do you have to include the music in your video?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I have to include the music in my video?
I don't know how this works.
Oh, well, if I'm just sitting there reading,
right.
Well, you got to have music.
I don't know. You're talking about the
my vlogs.
Just use the YouTube audio library. They have an audio library that you can get. That's where I get all my music from.
I don't know how to do that, but there's some free ones, but they're very limited. Like I found a big band one. I was like, "Well, this was awesome," and I couldn't even figure out how to pay for it. I'm like, I don't. Can I just buy this one piece? Because I'll buy a piece and use it over and over again, right? Like I do that with images and stuff. I can't. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I use Wondershare. I was like, I know they want my money, so how
If
do I do this?
if you go to your channel dashboard on the left hand side where it says like content, analytics, community, so on and so on, at the very bottom it says audio library.
Yeah, but can I like download that shit and then put it on my video?
Yes, I have it.
I mean, I guess like, well, they also have a very limited selection. It's the same thing that I've got on my. Oh no, it says it's got 1,200 songs. I don't know, maybe it's more.
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
how
I'll
I
have a
get
look.
like all of my like, because I generally use like a lot of instrumental stuff. I don't typically use like stuff with voices,
Right.
but that's how I get all of them. That's where I just download them. I listen to them, and then if I like it, I download it, and then it's in a file in my YouTube folder that says audio library. Because I have Christmas stuff that I use for Christmas music, and I've got a couple of Halloween ones that sound creepy, and I don't like the creepy ones, but they work for what I need them. I have some summertime ones.
Can I only use it on YouTube though?
Huh?
I just read the things. It didn't say I could only use it on YouTube, but can I only use them on YouTube?
That I don't know. I only use it on YouTube. I think it's, and some of them will request that you like say this is what it is in your description, but
I mean, I
that
don't
way at
mind
least
doing that for free music. Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
exactly. I do that too.
Yeah, I mean, you gave it to me for free. Of course, I would say this is where I got it from.
Give them credit.
Yep. Well, I will look into that on another time. And then, like I said, I've got music. I have free music also on Wondershare, but it's not a lot, and I wanted more. I wanted more selection. Let's see. So thank you for that. I did not know about that.
You're welcome.
And but I'm glad you liked it, Jen. I had fun. It was really cool to have a song and then choose a book for it. And Jessica Kiwi put hers up just now, so I will watch that on our first sprint. Actually, when I still have to take my meds, check my email, and eat the rest of my yogurt here. So I will do that on the first sprint. So I will watch Jessie's video too. See what she chose for the songs I gave her. And Molly says, hey, Pearl and Christina and Jen. Christina says, hi, Pearl. Remember to hydrate, feed thyself, check the laundry, take meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. And Allie has joined us. Good morning, Allie. How's Dungeon Crawler Carl treating you? Hi, Kelly, Alicia, Molly, Pearl, Christina, and Jen. Currently reading Dungeon Crawler 4. Oh, look at that. You finished 3.
She is
You're
moving right
rocking it.
along.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And Kiani's here. Why, good morning, Kiani. How are you today? And Molly says, morning, Allie. And hiya, Kiani. Allie says, hi, Kiani. And Molly says, Kelly and Alicia. We're here. We're here.
I'm here.
Pearl says, hi there, Allie. And Molly says, Monday. Yep, it's Monday. And Ren has joined us. Good afternoon, Ren. Hello, hello, everyone. Listening to the airs. I hope you're liking it. And Allie says, hello, Ren. Molly says, hi, Ren. Ren says, hey, Allie. Hey, Molly. Pearl says, hi there, Ren. Ren says, hey, Pearl. And Molly says, oh, poopy for husband. That's so stinky. And Lorelai sick. Boo. Maybe they need to go more often?
Yeah. Well, and the pediatrician actually suggested me giving her Miralax to like clean
Soften.
out the system.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that too. But then that means I have to do it for the son too, because he's the same way.
Mhm.
But he doesn't throw up like she does. So I don't know. There's too many things. My brain can't handle it this morning.
Molly says last day or hours of windows open. Heat dome tomorrow. Oh, we're already in heat dome. I walked out the door at 6:13 a.m. and it was like walking into a sauna. The sun
Ew.
wasn't even fully above the houses yet, and it was sauna outside. It was so hot.
We are already at 79 degrees with a high of 81. So 79, but it feels like 87.
Yeah, I don't know
Ew.
what our feels like is, but we were high 80s. I just this morning. I'm going to day camp Wednesday though, so that'll be fun. It's the day camp that I founded with Girl Scouts, and they're still going strong. So I'm
Wow.
gonna go. They've invited me out, and I'm gonna go out and say hi and see the awesomeness on Wednesday. So I'm very excited. They have it's a Halloween theme on Wednesday because you get a different theme. You have the whole camp has a theme, and the girls get to choose it. Right? Like we did one plant one, that was one. We did a zoo one, we did a music one, we did a
Oh, wow.
international one, and the girls get to choose the theme. Because Girl Scouts is girl led, right? So the girls get to choose the theme, and some cool things they want to do, and then the adults plan it, right? And then they get to come out and do all the fun stuff. So I'm not sure what the theme is this year. So it's probably holidays, because she said, "Oh, you want to come on Wednesday because it's Halloween?" I'm like, I will be there. Are we going to pick the day? All right, let me get bottom of chat, which I almost am, and then we can pick the day. And Jen says, pre-planning in a journal that many months would make my brain glitchy, right? I just can't do it. I would be a month-to-month girly too, Kelly. Same, 100%. I don't want to leave any blank pages if I can at all avoid it. And Lindsay says, hey guys, why good afternoon, Lindsay. Good to see you. Just popping on to say hi before work stuff. Hopefully we'll catch some chat later on. Well, we will be here. We hope to see you. And Ren says Christina has been up for a while now. Oh, really? Did you not go to bed, Christina? Christina, confessions. Ren says, hope you get a nap in soon, Christina. Yep, that's what that means. Pearl says, Kelly, DM me on Discord. I can help you. Sweet, I will. And Allie said, just a minute, Alan, almost. Allie says, I'm enjoying it so far. Excellent. And Kiani says, doing some when the moon hatched pages, so I'm caught up for book club today. Excellent. I did finish Darker Shade of Magic, so I'm all caught up and ready for the discussion on Wednesday. And Kiani says, hey, Molly and Allie. And all right, Alan, what you got? What you got? What's this week?
Oh, I think he picked his favorite.
Oh, what is it?
Lego Week.
Yay,
Lego Week.
I think that's his and his mama's favorite.
Yes.
Nicely done. Good choice. Good choice. Lucky
I think
me.
everybody has a Lego set that they can put together. So
I have more than 3.
he's like, I have more than 3. Wow, you should do them all this
Yeah.
week.
That's right. Get them together right now. I love it. I love it. I love it. Also, my journal is it's a mess, and I love it because it's mine and it's messy.
That means after this week, they only have 3 weeks left of summer.
Oh, so close. Almost time to go back to school.
I'm so excited. I shouldn't be, but I am. No, I love having them at home, but I do love when they're in school.
Yep.
Oh, we ran out of room for the slips, so we get to delete. Because a lot of times what I do is we pick the themes, right? And as the weeks go on, I put them on my desk, and there's a certain point where it cuts it off. Like I can't put any more. So now we have to delete a week, and then I can put this one in its place.
Well, don't delete Space Week because you still have to go to Kennedy.
Yep. So I guess, I mean, they can do Water Week anytime, really.
That would be a fair one, I think. Yeah.
Take that one off and then put Lego Week in its place. There you go. So that one is done.
Ooh, I also decided how I am theming my months. It's going to be some event I do that month. I'm going to use that event as the theme for that month. So this month, since I did the author meeting thing, it's just going to be books. So nice and boring, but I don't care.
Right.
And next month we're doing a convention, but we're also going to go see Bare Naked Ladies. So I think I'm going to make it music for August.
Ooh.
September obviously is dragons for DragonCon. So I'm going to do it for, some event we're doing every month. So, which means October should be air show because I don't want to do cons 2 times in a row.
There you go.
So it'll be all air show. Will be the colors and the theme. So I think that's how I'm going to do it.
Is it kind of like what I did for the? Oh, I pulled my desk apart for the new one. Each month I did like a themed reading page.
No,
So like
no, I mean
it's
the
just
whole
the whole
month.
month.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because I want the theme is like a swampy, because of the front is ducks and stuff with cattails and stuff.
Mhm.
So I'm the pages that are for the whole book, like the stats page, the intro page, the all of
Right.
these pages, they're all that theme. But I don't want that to be the entire book. I know some people do that, and I'm like, that's boring, and I will die. Even all the Hurkit pages, like I have all this rainbow washi tape and stuff, like lots of different colors. I'm gonna put it because Hurkit is colorful, because QWERTY is colorful. So I'm gonna make those brightly colored, right? So each month I was like, how am I gonna decide what theme I want? And so
Right.
that's what I decided to do.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I kind of did that then. Like each month is a different theme. Like summer, we have like the sea turtles and the mermaids and stuff, and then like August is back to school, so I did back to school. September I did coffee because I'm gonna need it.
I love that.
October is kind of like the Halloween theme, and then I did cozy November.
Aw.
I think that's the one I'm most proud of because I had like the fall colors and leaves and pumpkins and things.
Mm-hmm.
And then Christmas is obviously a Christmas theme.
And I probably will do Thanksgiving and Christmas for November and December, just because this is my first one, so I might as well. But I don't want to do that every year, so I think that's why I decided let's do it on an event I'm doing that month.
Right.
So for the next, November and December, we could do something else because we always celebrate our anniversary and stuff. So I could do anniversary one December. You know what I mean? So it's just not the same. I don't want it to be the
anniversary's in
same.
December too.
Look at that. We both chose poorly because it's hard to do, Christmas with the kids and still do something for you guys. So
yeah. Well, we didn't 100% think it through, and our original plan was to have a June wedding. And then lo and behold, him and his dad had a chat, and then he was like, "Why wait the inevitable? Just do it. Just get married." And then he was like, "Hey, so I talked to my dad," and I was like, "But I thought we were doing June." And he was like, "Yeah, but we can also," and I was like, "How is this gonna work?" I was like, "I'm in Maryland," because at the time I was in Maryland and he was already in Florida. So he's like, "Well, I'll come up. I'll spend Christmas with you and your family, and then we'll get married, and then you can move down, and then we can get you settled before going back to college classes." Lo and behold, I couldn't go to college classes because I wasn't a
resident.
So
Yeah.
that is where all of my volunteer time came in, all 1,300 hours. So, and then I was able to go back. So it worked out. But
Yep. Works out. It works out in the end somehow or another. And Lindsay says, I want to do Lego week and put all my new Lego together too. Well, participate with us. That would be awesome. By us, I mean Alicia and her family. I'm not buying any Legos. I spent too much money on journaling stuff.
I could probably do like a Lego live and then do that.
That would be fun. Just have to do it earlier rather than later so Lindsay can participate.
Yeah.
And Jen says, my friend neighbor brought me a penguin Lego set and several bottles of wine after my breakdown on Friday. Oh, that is an amazing neighbor friend. I am so glad someone's looking out for you. I might just have a Lego week myself. It's officially Lego week. Don't make me go buy a Lego set. I've spent too much money.
Just get one of those cute little like $5 bags.
I'll journal while y'all are Legoing. How about that?
There you go. See, we can have a journal / Lego live.
Or I'll cross stitch. I'll do something else. That's right.
We'll get together and we'll have me, Kelly, and Jen, and whoever else.
And Lindsay. That's right.
Lindsay. Yep.
Awesome. All right. So we are about there, and it is time to start our first sprint. Like I said, I'll finish up these things I need to do. So I still can't quite, like I said, I really need to get up at 5:30 to get it all done. But I'm telling you right now, it was hard enough to get up at 6.
More power to you, because I can't get up that early. I've tried. The only way I can get up that early is road trip.
Yeah, so you can do it, right? You just have to have the proper motivation. So that's what
Exactly.
it is.
Exactly.
Awesome. All right, so let us go ahead and start this first sprint. And I will be writing today. After this first sprint, I will be writing. So here we go.
Breakfast.
And there was our first sprint. Almost done with the morning stuff. Just a few more things to do. I've not taken my meds yet. And finished watching Jessie's video. So I'm watching hers for Read the Beats and the songs she chose. I mean, not the songs she chose. She chose songs for me. The songs I chose, the books that she chose for the songs I gave her. So let's see. How did everyone else do that sprint? How did you do, Alicia?
I took care of Lorelai because she threw up again. I got her
Oh,
some
baby.
saltine crackers and some Pedialyte. And I made a bunch of phone calls. As soon as we went to sprint, my husband came in and looked at me and said, "Pool filter housing." What does that mean to me?
Yeah, help me.
That's brain is not firing on all cylinders this morning.
I'm trying to clean up after a child, so can you give me a little bit more?
He wanted me to schedule the appointment for the pool people to come and replace or fix or whatever they need to do for that. And I'm like, why do I gotta do it? So, needless to say, in the first sprint, I've been doing phone calls because I called the pest control people to schedule the early renewal because that's cheaper than doing it later on. I called the pool people because that thing, and they didn't answer, so I had to leave a message. And then I was like, well, if I'm making fucking phone calls, I might as well continue. So I have a pediatric orthopedic appointment for Lorelai in September, and I almost got to call for the pediatric gastroenterologist, but we ran out of time.
Gotcha. Next sprint.
So,
Next sprint.
and I still haven't eaten breakfast yet.
Oh no.
I now have to heat it up again because it was an English muffin. This is my morning.
I'm so sorry. This has been your life the last couple months. This is not fun.
I don't like it.
Not fun.
I
This
don't
is
like
not
it
the
at
fun
all.
Stage. That's right. This is not the fun stage.
I need a day where I can just stare at the wall and do nothing unless I want to.
Let's see. Where were we on sprints? We had Mary join us. Why, hello, Mary. Good morning. It's so good to see you. And Mary says, I have 7 reviews to write. Ooh. If you like true crime, NetGalley has a story on Patty Hearst and one on Dr. Crippen. Both are entertaining and informative. Ooh, interesting. That sounds fun. I go back and forth to true crime. Sometimes I'm like obsessed and I like watch 9,000 episodes. And the next time I'm like, if I see one more, I'm going to kill someone. I'm going to be on one. I can't do it. Or because my daughter's bought her own house and has moved out. And then there's always young women getting killed. Right. And I was like, I can't watch these right now. I cannot do that. My daughter's not in the house. I can't protect her and it scares me and I can't watch these. So yeah, it depends. That's my answer. And Mary says, Kelly, nurse came in yesterday and I didn't get to thank you for Arc Madness sprints and chat. Oh, you don't have to thank me, Mary. I mean, I get something out of this too, man. I'm just glad when y'all are here. So I'm going to thank you for being here. I can't, what's the point, right? It's hard to make yourself do something if someone else isn't there. Like seriously, when I got up this morning, the first thing I thought is I'm going to cancel sprints just because I was tired. Right? I'm like, I can't cancel sprints. Alicia's there. I got a good, we've got the, and then the dog I have to walk. But if I'm just up here doing this by myself, just trying to make some, and no one's here, I would have just canceled sprints. And then I would have just gone back to bed and not got anything done that I got done. Right?
It's so, the body doubling, man.
It
really helps.
And peer pressure. It is peer pressure that I can't just tell Alicia, sorry, I'm tired today. Right? You can't do that. And because,
I mean, I would understand, but still.
Right. It's not Alicia going, you better fucking be here, right? It's my brain going, Alicia's looking for me, right? Mind you, if I missed a few days in a row, Alicia might call me and say, you better fucking be here. But so I have to have that motivation helps me because again, I am self-employed. I don't have the boss yelling at me to get up and do it. I don't have the, you know what I mean? I don't have, so if I'm going to get things done, I have to motivate me. So y'all help me too.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yep. You help me too. Just recognize that, please. I appreciate it. And Allie says, I made it to page 63 in Dungeon Crawler Crawl 4 in that sprint. Yay, nicely done. Pearl says, I got some yogurt and peanut butter granola and, ooh, yummy. And am
Nice.
almost finished knitting the head. Yay! And Pearl says, hi there, Mary. Jen says, I had a meeting and worked on payroll. And Kiani says, got to chapter 22 in When the Moon Hatched. So 2 more chapters to go before book club. Oh, you got this. Book club's in hours and hours away. And Allie says, hi, Mary. And Livia has joined us. Why, hello, Livia. How are you on this fine afternoon? Hi, Kelly. Hi, Alicia. And Molly says, well, you know, Alicia, of course, you should make phone calls that he could since you sit around and do nothing all day. Yeah. That's
You know, that seems to be the like sentiment between my husband and my father. They think I just sit around watching soap operas and eating bonbons all day. God, you should lift a finger once in a while, Alicia.
yeah, I want to see him clean up vomit all morning. Yeah. Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. And Molly says, hi, Mary. And Livia says, hey, everyone. And Livia says, I have to edit a video and submit my last points for Gay Shit. Yay. Oh, good. We can't submit last points because I finished another book and I finished a duology. So I can get points for that too. So
Nice.
I will get on and do that. Listening to audiobooks while I was making my journal. The problem is my camera keeps focusing and unfocusing and focusing and unfocusing. I'm like, I need a new camera. So some of that footage is
Me
just going to be
too.
useless, but I'll cut it. Cause I mean, I was doing it for like 3 hours. I'm not putting up a 3-hour video. Right. So I would just have to cut wherever the camera's going in and out.
Right.
So I mean, and I had like it was brighter at night than it is during the day. Cause you know how at night, well, that's why
Yeah.
the studios are dark, right? So you can light them. So it was brighter because I had all of the lights up right on it. So it wasn't a light issue and I just couldn't get it to stay focused. I'd have to trick it. Like I would go up there and like show the book real close to the camera and then push it back down again. So it would stay focused. Sometimes it works out. I had to push everything away from it. If anything was too close, it didn't know what to focus on. I'm like, dude, you're killing me. You're killing me, camera. I mean, this camera was like $35, right? And hooks up to the it's not a separate camera, right? It's one that hooks up to the computer. So it's not like it was the best quality. But it is what it's what I could afford. So that's what I have.
Mine is probably due for replacing because I've had this one for a couple of years. This is how I do all of my filming.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys probably can't see it, but like there's cracks all across the screen because I had it on a portable tripod, and this was back when I was seeing if theme park filming was going to be a thing for my channel. I don't think it is. I might still do a couple, but anyway, I was filming and then I went to go put it in my yoga pants pocket because that's how I carried it around, and I missed and dropped it. And I was like, that doesn't look so bad. And then later, it you could just see the thing cracking.
Growing.
Okay. I mean, it still works.
I was going to say that breaking is not the lens breaking is okay. You know what I mean?
Right. And then I dropped it again. And so this right here does not sit flush with the camera anymore. And I was like, yeah, we might need a new one soon.
Yeah, problem is all the cameras I look at that I want, like if I wanted an improvement, then they're like $700. So of course I haven't bought one yet. Yeah.
Yep. That's where I'm at. Like,
that'll be the first thing I save for when I make the channel monetary. That's the first thing I'm saving for is a new camera.
It's like, why can't you just have a slightly same priced upgraded version of my camera?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's fine. It's fine.
Let's see. And Livy says, I don't think I'll read today. My son has a new Lego set, so we'll probably build it together. Well, good, because it's Lego week.
I mean, there you go.
It's Lego week at Alicia's house. So look, you are participating in Lego week. That's amazing. Yep. And Erica says, hello, all. Why, hello, Erica. How are you today? Let us know what you are reading, revising, or writing. And Pearl says, hi there, Livia and Erica. Molly says, hi, Livia and Erica. And Erica says, don't know how productive I'll be in these sprints. I'm so tired. I get that.
Join the club.
Believe me. Which is why we're here and we're stealing time and we're going to get stuff done.
So you have to be productive.
That's right. I'm sorry. It's a rule. It's a pirate rule. Otherwise, Alicia, what are you going to do?
Walk the plank.
That'll wake you up. Nice dive into that cold water. Yeah, that'll do it.
Might have a shark friend or two.
On a good day.
Mhm.
Let's see. It jumped. I missed this comment. Oh no, I got that one. It didn't jump. My brain jumped. I was thinking about jumping into the ocean. It sounded really good. I was like, I want to do that. And Molly says, anything you get done, even napping, is acceptable. Erica. Hey.
This is true. But it's too early for napping.
No napping. Work. And Erica says, hi, Pearl. Livia says, hi, Erica, Pearl, Allie, Jen, Kiani, and Molly. Molly says, Kiani, what time is book club? And Erica says, hi, Livia. Is it Erica, not Erica? Let me know, please. And Molly says, I'm earballing when the moon hatched right now. Well, not right now, but right now. I got it. I get you.
She's doing it in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. And Allie says, hi, Livia and Eric. It might be Eric and not Erica. I can't tell what it is. Somebody tell me. It could be either.
Erica, but
I would say Erica too. But Molly said Eric like 3 times, so I might be wrong. So just let me know. Or if you want to be called something else, whatever you would like to be called.
Erica.
And it is Erica. Excellent. And Olivia says, hi, Mary, Ren, Lindsay, and everyone else I miss. Erica says, hi, Molly and Allie. It's Erica, not Eric. Oh, there you go. It's right there. All right, we are good. Okay, cool. And Allie says, oops, sorry, Erica. And Erica says, no worries. Ren says, watch YouTube that sprint. Now I'm going to wash dishes.
I have to
I'm
do
so
that
sorry.
too, and I don't want
I know. I got to do that too. We all have to wash dishes. Safa's making fried rice for dinner with the leftover brisket. Finally, I've been dying for it. I'm like, you promised me. He bought ginger and green onions and everything. I'm like, where is it? We always have garlic. And
book club.
Olivia says, yep. Thank you. The book club should be 7 p.m. your time, Molly, because it's 1 a.m. for me. I hope to read the chapters after dinner, but I don't know.
Ooh.
I get you, man. I've read 12 books already this month, and I could use a break. Molly says, how did I miss the A? Sorry, Erica. No, it's called life. I mean, we don't know what's going on here. We're all meeting each other. We don't get our names right away. It's all good. It's all good. Ren says, hey, Christina. Hey, Livia. Livia says, yay for Lego week. Exactly. Molly says, ooh, that is a perfect time. Thanks. And Erica says, it's mostly the weather that's getting me down. It's 21 degrees Celsius and 77% humidity right now. Yeah. What was my temperature yesterday? 37 degrees Celsius. So yeah, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to. It's not.
What is 21 degrees?
70. It's 70 Fahrenheit.
Oh, come on now. I wish I had 70-degree weather.
When Lindsay was complaining, it was when it was like 74. I was like, what are you? That's
ma'am.
I mean, I would need a jacket in a breeze in 74 degrees.
My AC in the house is at 74, and I want it to go down lower.
My AC is 78 in the house.
No.
I'm not paying for that, man. Mind you, we mark it down to 70 at night to sleep because I like the comforter on me. But during the day, it's at 78.
That's kind of what we do. But my husband, he's a stickler. He puts it at 69 at night and still has a ceiling fan on.
Oh, we do have ceiling fans. There's ceiling fans all over the house. Every time we'd ask a designer about our house, like, well, we're going to take up the ceiling fan. We're like, no, you're not. What is wrong with you?
Don't do
I'm
it.
sorry, it's ugly. That's called living right there.
Right?
No, we need circulation at all times.
And we just got new pillows. They're cooling touch pillows.
Ooh, nice.
Since we've had those pillows 2 nights now, I have slept almost through the entire night with that damn pillow.
See, you were just hot the whole time.
So it's whatever that pillow is made of is golden because it's helping me with my like nighttime
Waking up over and over
hot
again.
flashes. The only time I wake up now is if a cat is near me
Mhm.
or if I have to pee, which is not often.
I love it. I love it. Molly says, they're not your moms, Erica. You do nothing if you want. I mean, we're not
This
your
is
moms.
true.
And it's not like we can see you. So,
That's true.
you know. But yes, you have to work. Sorry. This is more me telling myself I have to. That's what this is. And
We
Molly
want
said that's
body
oppressive.
doubling. It has to be done.
And Molly says that's oppressive for sure. We'll be there for you starting tomorrow. And Molly says, oh wait, 70? No. It's 75 here right now. I was gonna say that's not oppressive. That humidity level is bad though. Yeah. I mean, ours is at 87, 89.
Let's see. What is mine at? Does it even say?
Again, no.
84%.
I will repeat. Notice we just said we have air conditioning, right? It makes a huge difference if you have air conditioning.
This is true.
Though at 70 degrees, our windows would be open, just like Molly, right? Molly's like, windows open. 70 degrees, windows open, man.
Yeah, fuck. In the wintertime, we open all the windows. That way we can air it out, get the fresh breeze in. We can't do that right now.
No. Nope. Everything in the house would be wet if we open the windows because the humidity, it would just wet. Everything would be wet.
And I can't go outside anyway because pollen count is high for ragweed, and I'm allergic to it.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yep. So indoor it is.
Erica said it's supposed to start raining, but it just hasn't. So everything is just heavy. Yep. Yeah. I know that feeling. No, but guys, I'm in Scandinavia. Okay. All right. Fair. I will tell you, we don't get even a fraction as cold as you guys get. Not even a fraction. We're in the south of the United States. So I'm in Texas and Alicia's in Florida. So yeah, we're not even close to as cold as you get.
We don't participate in colder temperatures here in
No,
Florida.
sorry. We opted out.
Yep. Cold? What's that?
Let's see. That's why when we went to Alaska, both times we went to Alaska, we went in July.
That would be a perfect time to go.
And there's a reason why all of my sweatshirts say Alaska on them. So I'm always like, it'll be fine. I'll just wear pants and t-shirts, everything's, and then I go and I'm freezing. You can always tell the tourists from the native Alaskans, right? Because the native Alaskans are walking around in shorts and all the tourists are all in sweatshirts.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
I'm freezing. So yeah, I would have a sweatshirt that says whatever country in Scandinavia you're in. That's what I would have if I was visiting you right now, I am sure. And Molly says, y'all gonna chase Erica away. Be nice. Erica's from Scandinavia somewhere. She's tougher than we are. I assume I'm so sorry. And Erica says, I'm built for cold, not hot. Yep, that makes sense to me. I get that. Yep, fair. When I'm complaining about the cold in a few months, you can make fun of me.
Exactly. See? That is a perfect point.
That's how this works. In a few months. Okay, 8 months. Let's see. Allie says, I'm at 75 to 77 in the daytime and 75 at night. Can't afford AC any lower. Yeah, no, that I understand that. I really do. Erica says, and we don't have AC. Yeah, that makes a big difference too. I will give you that one. No houses here have AC. And Erica says, and today is a cold day so far. We've had like 80 degrees Fahrenheit all of last week. There you go. So that heat dome has gone down. It's probably coming back because it's hitting, northern United States right now. And Molly says, I spent like 40 minutes cutting index cards to make a phase 10 deck. And I put it in a little organza bag. It was great. The Pepper found it this morning. Uh-oh. Does Pepper eat paper? I had a cat that ate paper once.
Is that what the pepper is?
I'm assuming. Otherwise, what would the pepper be?
I don't know. What's an organza bag? Hold on.
Are you going to play Chris's game? That'd be awesome. And Erica says, if not up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, see, now that's warm here.
Oh,
But again, that's what it was here at 6 a.m. And that's not the feels like, that was the actual. Yeah.
interesting.
But again, you can make fun of me when it gets cold. That's totally fair. I can accept such things. All right. Let us hit our second sprint. Obviously, I'm a little distracted today. Not horribly, but a little bit. But welcome in, Erica. And here we go. there is our second sprint. And I have this scene almost rewritten. So it's looking good. Fingers crossed. I'll have this done and get to work on the rest tomorrow. How did you do, Alicia? Are you muted?
I am always muted. I was trying to get something out of my tooth, but
Oh, I gotcha.
I finally ate breakfast, so I kind of inhaled it, so now I have some indigestion, but I'm fine. But I did make the other phone call. So it's funny how these things work. She'll see the gastroenterologist before she sees the orthopedic. The orthopedic is so booked out that because they only do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and they basically do like one patient a day. And so her appointment for the orthopedic is not until September, but she can see the gastroenterologist at the end of this month. Okay. However, the only thing I need now is for the pool people to call me back. And then I can have that scheduled. So when husband comes home and I say, he goes, "What did you do all day?" "All of these things." "Leave me alone."
100%. I'm earning my keep, gosh doggone you. Ugh.
And I had to do a load of laundry because of her vomiting. So that's a bonus. Not really, but
Yeah, I kind of
I'd
need
like
laundry
to
this
think
week.
it is.
Can I just buy new clothes, not wash these?
That would be too much for me. Just
Actually,
buy
that sounds
new-
like more work, come to think of it.
It does, because I was just thinking about it and I was like, no.
Yeah, never
Because
mind,
then you
we'll
have
take
to
it back.
find the right color, the right size. You have to make sure it fits properly. And if it doesn't
Mhm.
fit, then you have to return it and exchange
Yep.
it. No,
Uh-huh.
that's too much mental load right there in
Yep.
itself.
I agree. It sounded like a good idea when it came out of my mouth, and then brain started working, and it was not.
It might be a good idea if you had like an assistant in that matter and they did all that stuff for you.
Or the
But
assistant could just wash my clothes. It would be fine.
Ooh, that's even better idea. See? Now I see what you're thinking.
See? Mm-hmm. And let's see. Erica says, if not up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And again, we don't have any EC. Yeah. Now I definitely, admit that that's definitely a bigger issue. And
Yes.
Erica says, I have a fan. That is it. Yeah. It's so hot here that I have the AC on and I put a fan on me later in the day. So there's a fan and the AC. And Molly says, Pepper is a cat eye, and she is just catching it on her nail and throwing it in the air, then catching, then throwing. Oh, I just love that. I love that so much. You just made a cat toy.
She's having her best life.
Yeah, for sure. And Molly says, when is the weather supposed to get cooler for you, Erica? Erica says August. Yep.
Ooh.
Almost there, kind of. And Erica says, yeah, I'm so looking forward to autumn. And Molly says, Pepper adores her fans, so she will send you an Autopod pic of her next poopy.
Say what now?
Oh, because I said I love her?
Maybe.
What, does
I
your
don't know.
litter box take pictures or something? Erica says, though my dog isn't. She loves the sun and the heat. Right? Your dog's like, yes! I can
Mhm.
feel the warmth on my paws. Erica says, nope. Molly says, your dog is like, can we go for a walk? A really, really long walk. Let's go. Erica says, absolutely. Last month we had 98 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, now that's hot. I don't care where you are. And she was underneath my duvet.
My goodness.
Are you sure your dog's not a cat? It's cats
Mhm.
that like it really warm. And Courtney has joined us. Why, good morning, Courtney. Good to see you. Courtney says, morning. Me and Erica's dog would have lovely long walks in the heat, right?
It actually, Courtney says morning moaning.
Oh, that's true.
But I think she meant to say morning.
I think so too.
Unless she's moaning because she has to get up.
Maybe. I don't know, but Courtney and her weird hours, right? Poor thing.
Mm-hmm.
Pearl says, finish the head, now onto the body. I posted a pic and the pattern in my Discord. Yay! Oh, I still have to DM you. I'm sorry. I will get to that. And then I also need to post the pics for the spreadsheets I did. I'll put them in other kinds of art in our Cursed Dragon Ship Discord, which if you haven't joined, curseddragonship.com/Discord. And Pearl says that. And Jean, why, hello, Jean. Good to see you. Hello, Kelly and Alicia. How's the job hunting treating you? And Alicia says, hello, Jean. Jean says, at 70% of the arc, the X Effect, a second chance romance, it is pretty good. Nice, nice. I have 4 second chance romances to read this month. I haven't started them yet. I'm trying to do my TBR first, and then I'll do the vlog project. So, and I've read 2 books on my actual TBR already, and I am currently reading 1 more on there. Like right now, reading it. That only leaves 3. I mean, I don't know. This month is just happening. It's just happening. Ooh, I haven't taken my meds yet either. Dang it.
These are my 2 current reads, and I am almost done with them. So, but I still need to get a move on because I'm behind schedule.
Aren't we always? Excuse me. I'm always behind because I always have unrealistic expectations for what I can get done. Allie says, I got to page 69 in Dungeon Crawler Carl 4. Courtney says, been going down a rabbit hole of the bullshit that is the Nolan Wells case and got upset. Uh-oh. No, oh, Nolan's the one in Mississippi, right? Yeah, holy shit. What is going on with that bullshit?
What happened now? Sorry?
I don't know all the details, but there is a kid. So it was a black boy with his white friends, and they went to this island off of Mississippi. Pretty sure it was Mississippi. So off the coast of Mississippi, where they there's no facilities, no bathroom. People just hang out there to party.
Right.
And so they're just out there partying, and they have a video of this kid getting in an argument, but you can't quite tell what the argument was in the video. And it's just somebody taking a video and you hear it in the background, right?
Right.
And then all of his friends went home without him and said that he wanted to stay, but they had his phone.
That's sketchy.
You know, any teenage child
that's going to leave their phone?
Any teenager's going to leave their phone and say, I'm going to stay here. You take my phone?
No.
So they're going to figure out what happens too, because if these kids were smart, they would have got rid of the phone. So the kids are stupid. So they're going to figure it out. But I'm like, what happened to this poor kid? Yeah, it's
that, and they could probably pull up the phone, like text messages and stuff.
Well, of course they can, but that doesn't give enough information. They track the location. They can do all those things, but that's not enough. That's not enough to say they don't. Actually, I think they found him, right? Like he's dead. I think he's dead. Yeah, no, he is, because the first thing the dang cops there. No, he is. Sorry, because it's day after day after day. So they did find him. They found his body, and they said he was drowned. Except this is a very fit young man. And the cop said he was drowned. So the parents hired a separate lawyer to go look at it. And it's not it's not exactly a very progressive area of the United States. So yeah.
Everyone is lawyering up and not talking. Hold on. I missed something.
Yeah. And I haven't looked into it. I just see what they shared on the news. So that's just what they've shared on the news. I have not looked into it. But yeah, I can understand why that'd be pissed off. I'd pissed off myself. Courtney says, gonna work out now. Go work out. Go work out that anger, Courtney. Alicia, yeah, we got her. We're good. Erica says, I managed 2 chapters of The Husky and His White Cat, Shizun. I mean, that's fun. Pearl says, hi there, Courtney. And Allie says, hello, Jean, and hello, Courtney. And Kiani says, finish my When the Moon Hatched pages, and I'm going to watch Jessica Kiwi's Read the Beats video. Yay! Starring me. Well, at the very beginning. Just like she's in mine. And they make a start on my Smoke and Scar pages. Nice. And Courtney says, hi, Allie. Hi, Pearl. Jen says, that went by quick. I mean, half an hour does go by quick, right? But I cannot concentrate to write longer than that. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. I finished payroll. Once I submit, I think I need to give Ellie a bath. She's rubbed her skin raw from scratching too much. Oh, poor baby. So I'm hoping an oatmeal bath will help. Yeah, I will hope that too. It did help my baby who had skin issues too. I also switched her food and it made all the difference. She wasn't until like 8 she started to have issues. And the doctor's like, I don't know, it looks like allergies, blah, blah, blah. And then they were not helpful. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to switch your food. I read that that's an issue a lot. And it did. Switch to food, solve the problem immediately. Of course, it was more expensive food, but it was better than the poor thing being miserable. And Molly says, yay for finishing. I would have left it for him since laundry is his job. True. Hi, Jean and Courtney. And Jean says, my cat's favorite toy was a Q-tip. You know, my cat wants to eat Q-tips. We have to throw them away. I'm like, do not eat that. That is gross. Erica says, my dog is a Chihuahua, so she's built for heat. Oh, yeah, poor baby. She's probably always cold. Do you have cute sweaters for her, though? Tell me you have cute sweaters. Or him. Sorry, I don't remember gender. She. Do you have cute sweaters? I want pictures now. I'm going to see pictures of the Chihuahua and cute little sweaters. I mean, you must, right? Courtney says, hi, Mulls. And Pearl says, I tried joining your Discord, but it wouldn't let me accept the rules, so I couldn't get into any of the chats. It wouldn't let you accept any of the rules. Did you use this link? Let me know if you have a problem. I'll get Zafo on it. Jean says, what are Alicia's current reads? Yeah, I couldn't see what they said either. I can't see what they say.
The Proximity Principle and Bonded to the Fallen Shadow King.
About as different as 2 books can be.
Yes.
Yeah. And Mary says, I have 2 reviews to go. Ooh, you got this, Mary. You got this. We have one more sprint. And Molly says, that's because you're Canadian, Pearls. Kelly said it so y'all can't join. You know, that's how we Americans roll these days. Just kidding. Are you kidding? I'm more likely to let Canadians in.
This is quite interesting. I found an article about that kid. Apparently, he came down and went on the island for July 4th celebrations, probably had the altercation, and then everybody went home and he was still there, so he disappeared, and then they found him 2 days later. He was dead. But then more so, like, they pinged his phone, so they found the phone, and then they also, I guess, he left his car at a friend's house, so they found the car and his keys. So now they're just trying to piece it all together.
Yeah, it's everything I just said, except that the part that you're missing is he went down with his friends. He didn't go by himself.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's why the friend, it was at the car. So he went with his friends, and there's no facilities on this island. You don't stay behind.
Right.
There's nothing there.
Because they said it was only accessed by boat.
There's no bathrooms. There's no running water. There's no staying behind.
Right.
So whatever happened to that kid, his friends know what happened. They left.
Yeah.
They know what happened.
That's what they're saying. They're like, we just want to know. Like, even if it was an accident, like, but no one said.
How was it an accident that the one black kid dies? No.
Well, I don't think it is an accident, but I'm saying, like, they're not saying anything. But even if it was an accident, no one's saying anything. That's just horrible.
They'll figure it out. They didn't get rid of the kid's phone. They're stupid. They'll figure it out. If the cops care. Like I said, they just put it down as a drowning first.
Yeah.
So the cops have to care in order to solve the problem. So that's why the parents hired a lawyer.
And they're saying that when they found his phone, apparently some of the messages appeared to be deleted, but he also had 2 Snapchat accounts where stuff had been taken down. So somebody's trying to cover up something for sure.
Yeah, no. I mean, the friends did it. It's really just that simple. Because if they didn't do it, they'd be like, oh my God, these people killed my friend. Did you see?
Right.
They did it. Whatever happened, they did it.
Yep.
That's sad.
It just makes me angry.
Mm-hmm.
Courtney says, kids die. Sheriff was going to close the case with no investigation. Everyone is lawyering up and not talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Jean says, I heard he was dead. Yeah, sorry, I forgot that I forgot they had found. I just remembered the first report that it all caught up as soon as I started talking about it. Olivia says, hi, Courtney. Hi, Jean. And Olivia says, I talked with friends, all that sprint. And Courtney says, hi, Livia. Molly says, oh, Courtney. Yeah, it's sad, man. Courtney says, hi. It's not even sad. It makes me angry. So I understand, Courtney. All right. Molly then and Courtney says, hi, Liv. And Allie says, still loving Dungeon Crawler Carl 4. That's why I need books like Dungeon Crawler Carl 4 so I can survive. At 7% currently, so still at the early bit of the book. Courtney says, okay, let me work out for reals now. Lurk mode activated. Excellent. Go do it. Get those steps in.
You got this.
And that is our Discord link. If anyone wants to join, we'd love to have you. Jean says, my cat would dig the Q-tips out of the garbage to play. Right? It's like, dude, y'all are killing me. Erica says she hates wearing clothes. Oh no. So we just have one coat for winter and a sweater for when it's so cold. It's cold inside. She's like, I want to be warm, but don't you put that on me. Actually, that sounds like a chihuahua. Molly says, did you switch to grain free or what? Yeah, that's what I did. I switched to grain free for the dog and itching all went away. I have itchy fat cats that I need to help some way. That's exactly what I did. And it worked for her. And she didn't have the problem till later. She was fine when she was younger, but as she got older, oddly enough, though, the next puppy I got after she had passed, the other dog, the next dog we got, we kept her on the good food, right? Might as well. We're already paying for it. And then when we got a puppy, she actually had worse intestinal issues with the grain free. We had to go back to the grain for her. Do you see what I mean? Like, you just don't know. You just don't know. And by the grain, because everything was way too loose. So we had to get the ones with more grain in it, and then she was fine. So you just
weird.
I have a feeling you're about to have to do the same thing with Lorelai. Taking food out, putting it back in, seeing what she can eat, what works, what doesn't. You know what I mean? I bet you that's what the gastro is gonna have you do. Elimination diet.
Ugh.
See, I'm definitely gonna have to send you some recipes now. And Molly says, Belle, my other cat, likes to eat Q-tips, so every once in a while I throw her a clean one. So they just do that? I didn't know that was a cat thing. Like I said, these two cats I have now are my first ever indoor cats. I always had indoor-outdoor cats. So really, those cats only came inside to like cuddle and sleep and grab a drink, and then they go back outside to play, right? So it's the first time I've ever had indoor-only cats, and they're doing things I've never seen cats do before.
My cats don't play with Q-tips. I don't think they've ever played with Q-tips. That's a weird one.
Courtney says Nolan's friends claim he said he was going to stay on island with the girl and come back with her. The girl says no. He said he was going back with friends. Friends didn't even report him missing. Yeah, it's the friends.
Makes him more sketchy.
The friends had his phone. If he was going to stay with the girl, he would have had his phone.
Exactly.
Ren said made it to that's it. That's all the evidence I needed to hear. Made it to 34% in the airs and got the dishes done. Woohoo! Courtney says parents pinged and found his phone and keys at his friend's house. They didn't volunteer. Oh, they didn't volunteer the phone. That's how they found it.
See?
They still should have gotten rid of it. Like I said, these kids are stupid. So they're going to figure it out.
All it takes is
again, the lawyers are going to figure it out because the cops didn't give a fuck, did they? And Molly said this will be a made-for-TV series in a few years. Yeah, I'm sure there's podcasts already covering it. Mm-hmm. Courtney says even if they didn't kill him, they're hiding something and know something. Yeah, they killed him. And Molly says, well, there's the DOJ who can intervene. Oh, wait. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's not even gonna. Jean says, my cat would never eat paper products. He was too obsessed with them and would just shed or hoard them. I love that. He's like, mine, precious. Courtney says, exactly, Molly. I'm so upset by this case because there's so many more like it that never get attention. Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, the sheriff was probably surprised this even made the news. He was like, oh, shit. I was just closing it, like we always do.
Yeah.
So thank God for the parents, because it wouldn't have made it if the parents hadn't hired that, big time lawyer and he's the one who gets on the news.
Yep.
That's actually how that happened. Otherwise, you're right. We probably never would have heard about this. And Courtney says, okay, break over, back to it. And Jean says, hasn't been massive cuts to the DOJ. I mean, there haven't been massive money cuts, but there have been massive don't give a fuck about anybody except rich people cuts.
Yeah,
And
that shit
Molly
needs to
says,
stop.
yeah, Molly says, I am imagining your cat hoarding papers, Jean. It's a cute picture, right? I want the cartoon now. Ren says, yeah, whatever happened to him, his friends definitely know exactly what it is. Teens don't just give up on their phones and say they want to hang out on a deserted island alone with no way to get home. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, right? See, Ren is much younger than I am and agrees. Molly says many lawyers have quit voluntarily, Jean, but what I was being snarky about was the fact that the DOJ is way too worried about going after journalists than deaths of Black people. Yep. Jean, my cat also hoarded pens and would sleep on them. Oh, your cat wanted to be a writer. Your
Maybe
cat,
they were in a
your
previous
cat
book,
had stories inside. That is literally a children's book. That's it, Jean.
right?
That's what you now have to write. Now you know what you need to write. Molly says, Jean, were they intending to write an autobiography? Right? Reason why my
Human.
master is the worst, or my human. Yeah, I'm like, because they're not master, I couldn't reverse it. Yeah, the reason why my human is the worst. One, I only get these scraps of paper. I will number them. Another piece of paper. Two. Molly says, I have no idea how was got highlighted. Did it? And Courtney says, I don't trust the justice system, especially with all these apparent Black suicides happening. Yeah, it's not okay. Nothing that's happening is okay. Ren says, if the girl wasn't with them, there was no guarantee that she would show up. Real friends would have at least waited for the girl to show up and make sure they could both get home. Courtney says, by hanging, a lot of suicides by hanging. Yeah. I'm seeing a trend. There's a trend. Molly says, agreed, Courtney. And Jean says, I was just going to mention that, Courtney. It is making the news here. Really? Because you know what? It hasn't made the news here.
I don't think we've had it either.
There's a reason why I'm reading all these books about our country right now, because it's really... Molly says, oh, wow. In Canada, hopefully that helps. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why, because no one can put any pressure on our country, can they? It's very frustrating. All right. On that high note, I'm going to go back writing fiction, because that's the only place I actually have control. So I'm going to go do that. So here we go. 30 minutes, and this is the last sprint, so make it count. And there is our last sprint. We have survived a Monday. And so, we do celebrate around here for surviving Mondays. And we come back at 8 p.m. Eastern so that we can just read. So if you would like to do that, I will be back on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern to read. And I will be reading My Calamity Jane, which I'm on page 50 right now. And it's adorable, just like the first two books. So it's really cool. It's long. It's a little over 500 pages, but it's YA and it's humorous and it's big writing. So it's really, really quick read. How'd you do, Alicia?
Well, I made sure to let my husband know that I made 4 phone calls and that I heard back from 3 of 4, so he can shove it. I love the man, I really do, but yeah. And then I started working on writing down the books that I didn't write down for 2025. Apparently, I didn't write down book 30 through 52.
Oh.
So that was at least 22 books. So I read 52 books last year, and I also started writing down the books for this year. And so far, I've gotten to 14, which is not too far off because I think I've only read 22 books so far this year. So I'm almost done with this part of the list. And I checked on Lorelai. She's sleeping.
Oh, good. Poor baby. Let's see how chat did. Ashley joined us. Why, hello, Ashley. How are you? And Molly says, reason why my human is the worst, volume 3. Yeah, that's the book that Jean's cat's gonna write. Molly says, hi, Ashley. Jean says, we in Canada and the world hear so much news about your country that you guys don't hear. Yeah, for sure.
It's crazy.
But luckily we still have access to those other newses, right? So
this is true.
We just have to decide to watch them. And all I can take is half an hour in the morning, man. I can't live there. I can't live there. And Ashley says, hi, Molly. Hi, Jean. Jean says, you guys are getting propaganda and suppression 100%. It is intention. It is. We're just not, like I said, we're just not completely blocked yet.
Yeah.
Molly says, I saw a headline in Apple News. Ren says, very true, Jean. And Molly says, we want all day sprints. No, man, I got stuff to do. No, I got to go do stuff.
If we could, we would.
No, we wouldn't. I know people who do all day sprints are like, oh, I napped during that sprint. I'm like, then why are you on sprints? Like, that's not what they're for. I don't get it. Now, if you're napping during someone else's sprints, that's different, right? Because you're just there, you're supporting them on the sprints, they're helping you. But if right now you need a nap, okay. But if you are leading the sprints, you need to be there. You need to be there. That's my personal rant. So yeah, personal rant. You know, what you do when you're in chat and just participating, that's whatever the heck you need to do, right? But on sprints.
Right.
Here. And Ren says, side note, if you use Instagram, Facebook, Meta has stated that any public account that shares pictures of themselves or content can have their likeness used for Meta AI unless you disable its settings. It doesn't matter if you disable settings. It's going to be used anyways. Ren says you need to go to your profile, click on the icon that's 3 stacked lines, scroll down to the how others can interact with your section, click sharing and reuse, then scroll down to the allow people to and create and reuse your original audio on Meta AI section and turn that toggle off. Toggle off. Right now, it should only be for reels, but I'm assuming if it extends to images, then that toggle will automatically be off, hopefully.
Watch me delete all of my photos like that if they try to do that shit.
Alicia, they're already doing that shit. I don't know what you're saying. It's already happening.
No, they can't. That's
yes,
it.
They can.
I'm getting rid of Facebook.
They're already doing that. Actually, Facebook's AI just got in trouble for whatever their video thing is for
like Facebook Reels.
No, it's not Reels. It's their AI.
No.
It might just be Meta AI, but I swear it had a different name. You know, because they try to give things a special name. Just got in trouble. That was on the news this morning. But it's not. I'm sorry, man. Unless we have lawmakers that actually give a fuck about us, we have no. This is going to happen. So you either need to stay offline, or just accept that everyone has access to all your shit. Because there is no in between. It's the most frustrating thing. I run a publishing company. Believe me, I understand how frustrating this is. But we got to vote for people who are actually going to do something about it, because we can't.
This is true.
And the people right now in charge are everyone, by the way, they're all for all this big, business, big money, tech, big all, yes, please give me all the money so I can stay in power and you can do whatever the fuck you want. So until we get people in there who actually care about it.
That's true.
It's the only change we can actually make. Now, Ren, since you're in another country, I don't know, what Facebook has to do, because there's things that a lot of the tech companies in this country, they have to do differently for Europe. I don't know what the rules are for South Africa. Do you see what I mean? But I'm saying in this country, we are powerless until we get different people up top. Because even if you go and sue them and stuff, the courts are supporting the up. Do you see what I mean? Even the courts aren't neutral anymore. Because some of them are in the lower level, but the Supreme Court definitely isn't. So, and they have more money than I do to fight this, right? So they can take it as high as they need to. Yeah, I mean, those are your choices. Those are your choices. And Mary says, maintenance is here, so I will see you tomorrow. Absolutely, Mary. I hope everything gets fixed nicely, and I hope you got all your reviews done. And Chris has joined us. Why, hello, Chris. How are you? You joined in just in time. We're having lots of political commentary today. There's been lots of frustrations.
Mm-hmm.
Chris says, hello, Kelly and Alicia. It is nearly noon, and I am barely awake. I don't understand how life exists before noon.
Me neither.
You obviously don't have a puppy. Or children. Alicia says, hello, Chris. And Kiana has joined us. Hello. Have not seen you in a few days. How are you doing? Hey everyone, I'm at work. Boo. Yeah, I second the boo. Boo. Mind you, I've been working and now I need to do more work. Olivia says, hi Chris, hi Kiani. And Christina says, hi Kiani. And Pearl says, making good progress on the doll. I have a month to get it done, but it will only take a week or so. So fast.
Nice.
Like my daughter will just sit down and crochet a thing really quick. I swear it took me forever to crochet. I don't know how she's so fast.
Faster than me, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not coordinated enough to crochet.
Again, it's a skill, not a gift. You just learn how to do it by doing it over and over again.
I can't. I've tried.
No, you don't want to. And that's okay, because you don't effing need to do everything, right?
I mean, I would like to at some point, but that is not right now.
Yeah.
It is not this season
exactly
of life.
Yep. Yeah, but I got news for you. You can do it. It ain't that hard. But if you don't, I just cannot put my brain on that right now. Totally different story. Totally get it. Completely support that. I get it. And Olivia said, I edited my video, now making the thumbnail for it on Canva. Yay. And I'm finally going to freaking video this video today and get these damn books off my desk. Because they're driving me batty. I do not know how you're doing with books all over your house, because just on my desk over here, it's killing me. So,
dude, I have piles everywhere.
They're just killing me. I'm like, I've got to do this haul video, make them go away.
There was like a pile or two that were like right here, and I saw them staring at me, and I was like, I have to move these.
You can't look at me anymore.
Exactly. So now they sit in a box in the library.
I mean, about 3/4 of these are going into a box when I'm done, but they won't be on my desk anymore.
This is true. The majority of my books are still in a huge pile in the solarium. Those poor things.
I know, they're cooking out there, man. Cooking.
I closed the blinds, so and the curtains, so there's no sun.
They'll still be the same color when you get it back, at least.
This is true.
No. And Christina put in the link for our tomorrow's Time Pirates. Thank you so much, Christina. Ren says made it to 41% in the airs. Thanks for sprints, Kelly and Alicia. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Molly says, yay for good progress. Yes, progress counts. Christina says Kelly's reading sprints are tonight. Yay! Can't wait to read. I'm excited. Talk about a palate cleanser. This whole series, the My Lady Janies, is it's such a palate cleanser. It's light, it's delightful, the characters are fun, the plot
What's
is
the
fast.
first one?
The first one is My Lady Jane.
My Lady Jane.
By the way, every one of their stories are about tragic women in history, and they give them a better ending. No. They make it not tragic. That's my point. So they're like, you know what? Their real life sucked, so we're going to make them have fun now. And it's wonderful. They're just delightful. And every one of them has magic elements in it. Like this one, the Wild Bill Hickok, his show, The Wild Show, and that's what Calamity Jane, she was in his show. The show is just a cover because they actually hunt werewolves.
Who is the author?
It's 3 authors. Sorry, so it's always confusing.
Oh dear Lord.
And there's 3 perspectives in every book. So I think that, one of them
That's
does
why.
each. Yeah, but
Yeah.
the narrator is really the perspective. The narrator's the perspective. And so the narrator's funny. So it's just so cute.
I may look into it.
Yeah, these are not stories that are going to change your world, or at least they didn't change mine, but they just make me happy, and I need that. Especially this bad ending getting a better one. We need that too, Let's see. And Kiani says, hey, Christina, Olivia, Pearl, Kelly, Alicia, Ren, Chris, and anyone I missed.
Hello.
And Lindsay says, today has been a day at work. Well, it's been a day in sprints too. So apparently it's definitely a Monday.
It is definitely the Mondays.
Mm-hmm. And Atia is on now for Gay Shit. Excellent. And Nicole is sprinting, which is normally, that's my Mondays. The rest of my Mondays is Nicole's. And Lindsay says, need to tidy my house tonight for my sister visiting tomorrow. Oh, that'll be nice. I hope you have a lovely time with your sister. And Christina says, but you did all day sprints last week, Kelly. I only one day, and I did so many sprints last week. It was so nice looking at my scheduled sprints, and all it was Morning Time Pirates, and then tonight. Because last week I had Morning Time Pirates, I had my Monday nights, and I had an extra Gay Shit one, and then a Gay Shit that was Morning Time Pirates, and then I had Book Club, and then I had Arc Madness Sunday. Do you see what I mean? So it's so nice just to see my regular sprints. Let's see. I did, again, though, get a lot of reading done. And Christina says, for more sprinty fun, make sure to check out the BookTube Bibbles. You can see what is happening over there. She has readathons on there. Just make sure to check the tabs at the bottom, and you can find somewhere to go if you are looking to get more stuff done, or, find some new friends. And Ren says, all day sprints for me are just for the company more than anything. Yeah, see? So that's...
Agreed.
Yep, there's lots over there. Me, it's I actually use them to get things done.
Body doubling.
Yep, I need that body doubling, which is why I like Nicole. She's on screen. You know what I mean? And she does an hour, and an hour I can handle. I can't write for an hour, but there are lots of other things I can't do for an hour. And she sticks to the times pretty well too. Ren says, hey, Key. And Christina says, thanks for hosting today, Kelly and Alicia. Have a beautiful day. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Courtney says they are all for the tech because they have money tied into it. Yep, that's exactly. So not only do they get to stay in power, they are also making more money. I mean, Trump has made more money as president than he has the entire rest of his life. Molly says they won't want my image. Yeah, they don't. They're going to use whatever the heck they want. It just doesn't matter. We need celebrities with bigger money to fight for it because they're the images that people are going to want more anyways. They need to fight for it because we don't have the money.
Yep.
Ren, usually the rules that apply to Europe apply to us. Oh, so you might be more protected anyways, Ren. We are not. We are just not protected here. Jean says, I got a review. There's a reason why I didn't let my kids have cell phones until they were in high school.
Same.
And even then it was very scary. Let's see. And Jean says, I got a review done of Funerals Are for the Living and submitted my points. Yay!
Nice.
And Paula says, hi, Kelly, Alicia, and Chet. How are we all today? Oh, you missed all the political commentary earlier, Paula. We were having a day.
Today is just a arg
Yes,
type of day.
it's arg. I mean, if we wanted to really walk people off the plank, I could give Alicia a long list and she'd have a good old time. One after the other, splash, splash, splash.
Yep.
And Ren says, our rules and regulations are close to Europe's compared to the US. We also sometimes have crossovers with Canada or Mexico. Nice. Do you see the guy that ICE killed in Houston? That Mexico is actually suing ICE? I'm like, good.
Ooh.
By the way, he lived in this country for 30 years, put his kids through college. Just talk about, there's so many things to be angry about right now. I don't know how to even function. No, I do. I have to do this because I need to bring my blood pressure down. Otherwise, I'm going to die before I get to vote again.
Yep.
So, and Jean says, hey, Chris and Paula. Molly says, Chantel will be doing Maker's Quest sprints in a few minutes. Excellent. I keep putting, I need to do this cross stitch on my I want to do list, and I just can't seem to get there. Molly says, hey, Paula. Livia says, hi, Paula. And Molly says, hey, Key. Hey, Lindsay. And hey, Chris. Jean says, and Alicia probably said, and I don't have anything to read. I don't know that Alicia's ever said that.
Have you seen my unread TBR? I have plenty to read. Thank you.
Chris says, I am hungry for tofu sushi. That actually does not sound good to me.
Tofu sushi?
I guess it all depends on how they're going to prepare the tofu, right? But in me, I'm seeing like the raw, just like marinated tofu, and that's just gross. I like tofu like browned, so it has some texture. And hello, Olivia, Jean, Ren, and I don't know who Get Thin is. I don't get all the nicknames. I miss some. And Ren says, hey, Chris. And Paula says, hey, Jean, Molly, Livia, Ren, and Chris. Ren says, hey to Paula. And Kiana says, hey to Paula. Paula says, hey, Key. Chris says, hello, Paula. I hope you have escaped with the perfect answer and the highest total. Oh, were you playing trivia? As long as no one killed me. Jean says, I love the historical person. Lady Jane, Tudor England is my favorite period of history. Yeah, I love that. That's why I picked up the book. Because I'm like, oh, I love Lady Jane. I heard of Lady Jane the first time with that movie with Carrie Elways and Helena Bonham Carter when they are both babies. They're so damn young. And I was a baby when I watched it. And that movie, it was just so tragic. So, of course, I looked up. I'm like, is this real? So I looked up all the stuff. And I was like, holy moly. So Patrick Stewart's in that movie. There's a lot of people in that movie. But the whole thing is that, so that was the first time I'd heard of that story. So when I saw this fictional account, My Lady Jane, I'm like, oh, what is this? I want to know what this is. And that's why I picked it up, because I've always been fascinated by Lady Jane Grey. And so it was just, and it was so lighthearted compared to how tragic her story is. It was, I recommend it. I do. They're just fun. And they have a Lady Mary ones. So I might do Mary next. And Paula says, I read My Lady Jane and loved it. I need to read the rest. Oh, I read My Plain Jane. Paula, it is fabulous. And I just started My Calamity Jane, and I am in. This Wild Bill Hickok and his group, they're fighting werewolves. It's so fun. It's so fun. Highly recommend, Paula. Grab the other two, man. And Kiani says, thanks for hosting, lovelies. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Paula says, hey, Kiani and Christina. Kiana says, I'm reading Yesteryear and I can't stand the FMC. I think that's by design. Yes, actually, we had book club yesterday, and everyone hated the book, so I'm so glad I DNF'd it. We talked about Yesteryear. Two of the people in book club had read Yesteryear, and I was like, oh, I just bought that. I want to read it, but it's got mixed reviews. They said, oh yeah, and that's the first thing they said. Hate the FMC, but man, was that a satisfying read. So hopefully you will also have a satisfying experience, and it makes me even more excited to read it. And Olivia says, I'm curious about Yesteryear, but let me know how you liked it when you finished it. Yeah, I'm interested to see what you think as well. it was fun hearing their perspective as well. And because I've been in book club with them for like 18 months, I kind of know what their taste is, right, compared to mine. So I kind of know, where I would align with them. That's always helpful. Molly says, and ICE has already killed someone else since. Lovely, lovely. Jean says, they say the vote has already been bought. Huh? Look, man, my numbers still count. I don't care what anyone says. Even I live in Texas, and even though I am liberal, when I vote, it still gets on there. The history books they will show that we did what we did have the power to do. I mean, come on. I went on my first protest. I've never protested in my life. Who goes on their first protest at age 50? I did. And I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people my age, of my generation, who are out there now going, are you freaking, we fix all this shit and you're fucking it all up.
Yep.
Let's see. And Molly says total of 10 ICE deaths since 2025. I would have thought it was higher, but it should be none. Livia says, I had to give my son a phone when he started middle grade because he needed for schoolwork. I was not happy about it. I had put many restrictions to feel a little safer. Yeah, that's not okay. That would make me mad too. I'll give you like an iPad that isn't on the internet, right? I understand using technology, and they were on the internet, but at home with their computer in a public room, right? It wasn't in their room. It was, you know what I mean? So it was right there.
Yeah.
We believe in technology, but we also believe in trying to teach our kids about technology. Molly says, who is they? And I doubt it because Orange Menace is doing everything he can to steal them.
Uh-huh.
Jean says, I think Alicia should video of her favorite books and her tastes. That would be fun. Jean says, I was touched by the same movie. It was so good. It's one of the first movies I remember crying while watching. Yes, I love that movie.
I might have already made a video like that.
Ooh.
Let me see.
And Lindsay says, I loved Yesteryear, 5 stars. Yay. It's right. It's actually going to be in my book haul because I bought it. It's one of the ones that I think it is. Oh no, it's one of the ones that I bought. Never mind. Did I not buy that one?
Which one?
Yesteryear. Oh shit.
I don't know.
Might not have bought. I did buy it. Oh, I bought it at the indie bookstore. It's a legal book even. It's legal. See, I've had these books so long, I can't remember where I got them all. I have to make notes. Kiana says it is a satisfying read so far because the FMC is going through hell, right? You're like, yeah, girl, get it. Chris says, this is why I have no patience for people who say it is just a difference of political opinion. Listen to both sides. No. You support what is happening. I don't want to hear from you. Exactly. When it comes to human rights, this is no longer a difference of opinion. No, I cannot do that. Whether you should wear white or black after Labor Day, that's opinion. Anything that deals with rights is no longer opinion. And Courtney says, hi, Kiana, and hi, Chris. Kiana says, hey, Courtney. Chris says, hello, Courtney and Kiana. Jean says, I don't think you are aware all of ICE deaths, Molly. Keep in mind the ones in the internment camps aren't always reported. Yeah, we have no idea what's going on in the internment camps. No idea.
Hello. Excuse
Don't
me.
die.
No, I was yawning. I have 3 videos. I have my favorite reads of 2023, my favorite reads of January to June 2024, and I did a vlogmas of 5 favorite Christmas movies.
Aw.
So there are some, but I haven't done it since 2024. So I'm probably due for another one.
Gotcha. Now I suddenly want to watch Lady Jane. Now I need to watch Knight's Tale, Lady Jane, all movies that make me cry. But at least Knight's Tale has like a happy ending. Lady Jane does not.
That one make me cry just because the actor is no longer alive.
Yeah, that makes me really sad too. That
I
makes
love
me
Heath
really
Ledger.
sad. Yeah, and it's so young too, where I figure, he was
I know.
so talented. We would have got a lot of really, really meaningful work from him. But lifes. All right, excellent. So I am going to get out of here. I need to do some editing for an author today. And I need to do the dishes also. Apparently today's dishes day. So I will probably do that first so I can get up and walk around for a minute. But I hopefully will see some of you, if not all of you, tonight for reading. Alicia, I'm sure you'll be in chat before you get to Vampire Diaries.
Yes, I will. Real quick, I have 3 out of 6 fairies done.
Aww.
There's Flora,
So pretty.
and then we did Rowena.
I love Rowena. She's got big butt like me.
And then we did Zinnia.
Aww.
So
She's young and hip.
next, I think I'm doing Tiana. Then Nola, and last is Lumina.
Where are you going to put the rest of them?
I have to figure that out. So at some point, I may ask for assistance to like match the fairy with the door.
Mm.
And then one of them may just be like an elder fairy that watches all over all of them. I was thinking about putting one on top of the bookcases. And I also have a pair of gargoyle bookends. I'm going to put them on the back wall bookcases.
If you put those in the back wall, you should put the gnarly looking one door like right next to it.
The
I think it was the last one.
Door E.
Yes. You should put that like next to the gargoyles because it's gnarly like the gargoyles.
I could.
Here, I keep forgetting because I was working and I forgot to post my thing. So I will do that. It will be in my Discord so you can see my pages. Like I said, I am making a video, so you'll get to see that. But because I love you guys, if you want to see them early and because I'm excited, I'll post them to my Discord. Awesome. All right. So we will see y'all tonight or tomorrow. And thank you so much for being here and looking forward to a Darker Shade of Magic discussion on Wednesday.
Yes.
So that
before
will be
we start Crooked Kingdom.
Finishing another duology. I mean, we are just rocking it, man. I'm so proud of us.
So we're getting books read too, so that's good.
We are. It's pretty freaking impressive. So let me see if there's anything else in chat. Courtney says, to be candid, the issue of human rights has always been elective for those in power. True. That's true. Jean, that is so far back, Alicia. You are totally due, Alicia. Oh, see, Jean's asking for another one. I will do my very first favorite of this year video because I'm actually keeping track of which ones are my favorite. So I will do that for this year. I've never done one before.
I'll make it a note and I'll do it towards the end of the year.
Nice. We should do a thing where we both do our favorites and then each of us has to read like 2 from our lists. So like I have to read 2 from yours and you have to read 2 from mine.
Ooh. Now watch it be. What if we have the same favorites?
Well, then we've already read them. Done. No, we have to pick ones we haven't read, and we definitely don't all read the same books, right? So,
okay, fine, that works.
And Jean says I've unfollowed so many book people that are in favor of book bannings. Me too. I've unfollowed a bunch of book people that are also hateful. Like there was one on, I don't remember who it was, so don't ask me. I wouldn't tell you anyways because that part I don't do. I just unfollow. Where she went to Barnes and Noble and she was saying things like, look at this table. It's like all of these trans characters and trans authors. What are they trying to push on me? I was like, are you kidding me? What are you talking about? Look at all the rest of the shelves. They have to put it on the table so you can find it. What are you talking about? I was so mad. By the way, it was a person of color that was doing that video. I was like, oh, what is wrong with you? And I was like, nope, done. And unfollowed immediately. I was so angry. So yeah.
I love when they do those little tables because then it's easier to find stuff.
Yeah. And usually it's the really popular stuff or it's whatever the season is, right? So, you know, if it's like June, you're going to find a lot of the gay shit. It's right there and I need it, right?
Exactly.
So it makes me angry. And plus they're not making you do anything. They're not saying you have to buy something right now from this table. So what is this in your brain?
Exactly. You make the choices of what you read. If you don't want to read that, then leave it alone for someone else. Listen, man, you're going to walk the plank.
That's right. Molly says, do you have news sources that are accessible on the web that I can integrate into my usual sources but aren't American, Jean? I watch BBC. You can get BBC about anywhere, and it is on YouTube. Courtney says, thanks for sprints. Molly says, yes, thank you for sprints. Absolutely. Jean says, I would recommend BBC News and CBC News. And Pearl says, thanks for the sprints. Molly says, thank you, Jean. Jean says, end of the year is so far away, Alicia. I know, but man, if we don't start planning, it's not going to happen. And Kiani says, I've also unfollowed a few hateful and unkind people lately. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what Judy people is. Is that an Australian
People?
thing? And Kiani says, don't need to be surrounded by that negativity. Exactly. There's a lot I'm surrounded by. I don't have a choice on. I have a choice on what I'm watching on YouTube.
Yep.
And Courtney says, I don't like when people say they are trying to push their agenda on us. Yes, that is such a popular statement these days. I want to ask folks, so did you turn gay by seeing that book then? Right. Did you accidentally walk out with 6 trans books and you had to read them? What do you just, you know, you're so offended. It's not even about you. Just keep going.
Walk the plank.
Because trust me, if I was in charge, I would be making you read them. So be glad I'm not in charge and just walk around.
Right.
Molly laughs, right, Courtney? And judgy, my bad. Oh, okay, cool. You never know, man. You know,
I was gonna say I have an
Brits-
aunt named
Brits
Judy.
and
What's the-
Americans and Australians, we have all kinds of different words, so it could have meant anything. Could have meant anything.
I
But yeah,
was questioning that because you said Judy, and I was like, hold on now, because I have an Aunt Judy. So what is this? What is against Judy?
I was wondering, is this the Australian Karen? Like, do I have something? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Judgy. Nope. Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough. You're clear. You don't
Yep.
have to walk the plank.
Courtney says, I grew up in a white agenda world and I'm not white. So, oh yeah, you have a fuck
Yeah.
ton more to complain about than I do, Courtney. For sure. You've seen a lot more. That's why I try to read as much as I can because I haven't experienced it, but I do have empathy for it. So, and I want to know what I can do.
Yes.
Kiani says, those damn Judys. My Nana's a Judy, y'all. I love it. And Molly says, hugs. Love you, Courtney. And Courtney says, Judge Judy. That's true. You just put them together.
See?
We got a Judge Judy going on. Yeah. See? So we could call him Judying people. She definitely judges. I mean, it's her job, but she also is very judgmental, which is why I don't watch her. She drives me batty. All right. For real this time, even though I'm having a great time with y'all, sadly, I have work. So I shall see you tonight. Bye.
Bye.